You have to go to war with your mind. Your mind is not you. What do I mean by that? When you feel like going to sleep, your mind will tell you to go to sleep. When you feel like getting stuff done, your mind will tell you, nah, not today. I don't really feel like it. And what do? You listen to your mind because you think your mind is you. But your mind is its own different entity. It's its own separate thing. It's not you. It's not what you want. It's not what you desire. Because you want to be better. You want to wake up every day and have discipline. You want to wake up and conquer the day. You want to wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to get as much done today as I possibly can. But your mind is a hindrance. And you need to learn how to control it. And in order to control your mind, you have to go to war with your mind, right? What does going to war with your mind mean, right? Well, it's building scar tissue. It's telling your mind, I'm not going to be controlled by you. I'm not going to be controlled by how you are making me feel because I am going to act regardless of my feelings. Look at my eye bags. I had like 4 hours of sleep and I'm not a morning person at all. But I knew there was some things I needed to get done today. And as soon as I woke up, my mind kept telling me, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. It's okay. You see how soft this pillow feels? Just put your head on it, close your eyes, and don't worry about doing anything for the rest of the day. My mind tells me this every single day. And every single time I have to tell it, no, I got a future. No, I got things I got to do. I got things I got to plan for. I got people I got to provide for. I can't just waste my life sleeping. And every single day, your mind is going to tell you, sleep in, scroll on TikTok, don't go to class, don't work on that business, just chill. But guess what? The minute you decide to chill, the minute you decide to give in to what your mind is telling you, you're going to creep into that doubt. You're going to creep into that insecurity. Oh, I should have, I would have, I could have. And that is the worst trap to fall into. The worst. Going to war with your mind means telling your mind who's boss, right? When you wake up in that morning and you feel cold and you shivering and you know that your mind wants you to feel calm and collected, you know what you do? You go in that shower and you turn that knob all the way to cold, right? Give yourself a nice cold shower. What will that do to your mind? Think, what will that do to your mind? It'll shock it. It will literally shock your mind. And your mind will be like, this man has the audacity to go against what I'm telling him to do. This man has the audacity to turn the knob to cold when I told him to turn it to hot. I had a long, long night. I want to wake up to a nice warm shower. And this man turned that knob to cold. How dare he? Right? Whenever you leave the crib and you're in class and you feel your mind wandering to different places when you know you should be focusing, turn that focus up to 110% and see how your mind reacts. This man has the audacity to not fall into a daydream and would rather sit there and focus on class and prepare for his future. How dare he? When you get home from class, right, and you sit down and you're feeling a little bit tired, you want to take a nap, but you know you need to go to the gym. You know what you do in that exact moment? You get up, you go to the gym, you work out. You work out, for an hour, maybe 2. But what is that telling your mind? I just wanted to chill. I had a long day in class. This man done forced me to focus. This man done forced me to take a cold shower. Now he's taking me to the gym. Instead of getting cozied up in my bed, he's taking me to the gym. How dare he? What you do by doing this is over time, you will learn not to listen to your mind because you will understand that your mind is not you. You are separate from your mind. Your goals are separate from your mind. Your future is separate from your mind. Your mind is your best friend, but your worst enemy. It'll get you to the places you want to be, but stop you from getting to those places at the same time. How crazy is that? That this thing in your brain is responsible for all the creative ideas and all the aspirations that you want in the future, but at the same time, it's putting forth steps to stop you from achieving that. Your mind is not you. You have your own goals, your own path, your own road that you're walking down, right? You have a vision of where you see yourself in the future. And you know that right now, there are steps you have to take in order to get to that future. But your mind is telling you not to take those steps because your mind is comfortable with the now and uncomfortable with the future. And your mind is always going to avoid what makes it uncomfortable. And what makes it uncomfortable? Change. Your mind is very uncomfortable with change. Change in scenery, change in friends, change in routine. That's why every time you start a diet, you succumb and you eat some cosmic brownies at the end of the week. That's why every time you start an exercise routine, you're consistent with it for 3 or 4 days because you're working on sheer willpower. And then after the 5th day, you're like, let me just skip this gym session. And that skip gym session turns into 2 skip gym sessions, turns into 3, turns into 4, turns into 5. And all of a sudden, bro, you a couch potato, gut hanging out, you eating your Lay's salt and vinegar, wishing you look like Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's because you keep listening to your mind and you keep getting guided by your feelings. And in order to conquer your mind, you have to go to war with your mind. Every single comfortable thing that your mind is telling you to do the opposite. Do the opposite. If you're sitting down and you know you got homework to do and your mind is telling you do it later, do it now. If you want to go to the gym and get your 30 minutes of cardio in because you're on a cut and your mind is telling you to do it later, do it now. When you wake up in the morning and your mind is forcing you to take that nice, calm, hot shower, turn that knob to cold and see how mad your mind gets. This is going to war with your mind. And what happens in wars? In wars, there's a winner and there's a loser. Who's going to come out on top? Because let me tell you something. When you come out on top, when you're the victor, when you are the successor, your life will just fall in order because you know not to listen to the fake general that is your mind. But if you let your mind win, it will control you instead of you controlling it. It will control you instead of you controlling it. Every decision you make is you controlling your mind. Even if you think the contrary, even if you think that there are some subconscious practices, forcing you to go towards a certain place or do a certain thing, at the end of the day, that decision boils down to you. Every single day, you get 2 things. You get a chance and you get a choice. That chance is given, but don't let anybody choose for you. You have to choose for yourself. You have to choose what type of life you want to live. A life controlled by you or your life controlled by your mind. Go to war with your mind and see how much of a better person you'll become at the end of it. See how much control you take back in your day. See how you wake up and you feel like you're in control of your future and not what your mind is telling you. And see how better your life becomes. Go to war with your mind. Go to war with your mind. Disciples, we out.